The following is presented by the Joint Council on Economic Education and the Canadian Foundation for Economic Education.
Will be like if we make it to the championship.
Yeah. I wonder why Ira's always late.
Well, you know, that's a basic personality problem.
Bonnie! Hey, John! Bonnie, wait up! Well, Ira, glad you could make it. Only, 10 minutes late.
You're getting better.
Yeah.
Brought us a little bit of popcorn, just in case we got hungry.
Great.
During the game.
Hey.
Pretty good, Sam.
I'm sorry, you can't bring any food in.
Since when?
Just tonight.
Whose idea was that?
Mine. It's an old rule which has never been enforced.
What do you think she's running here? Some kind of monopoly?
I guess your popcorn's giving her stand too much competition.
Yeah.
Come on, hurry up.
Come on, Ira, give him the bag. The game's gonna be starting.
No snacking. I'm picking it up on the way out.
Friend of yours?
Thanks.
Nice guy.
No way.
Come on, you guys, let's go get some popcorn.
No, thanks. I'm not giving her the satisfaction.
Oh, come on, Ira, get off it already. Getting mad won't help get the rules changed. Besides, she's buying.
Thank you. What do you want? Okay. Okay, fine. What do you want? Cookie also? Okay, what else?
What'd she get? Hey, candy bars gone up to $1.
Oh, the prices have gone way up. She's got to be kidding.
I don't believe it. Every price is doubled.
She not only doubled her prices, she fixed it so we can't bring food in from the outside anymore.
Yeah, what a rook.
Excuse me. I just want to know why your prices are so high.
You don't have to buy, son, but let others have a chance, won't you? May I help you?
Are you just going to stand here and take this? If you let her have a monopoly, she's going to charge as much as she wants. Look at those prices. They've doubled since last week. Is that all right with you? No! What do we want?
Hang on, here we go.
Lower prices.
There goes the rest of the game.
How do we get it? Competition. What do we want?
Lower prices.
How do we get it?
Competition.
What do we want?
Lower prices.
How do we get it?
Competition.
What do we want?
Lower prices.
How do we get it?
Competition.
What do we want?
Lower prices.
How do we get it?
Competition.
What do
The
we...
principal's going to have to hear about this.
I certainly hope so. What do we want?
Lower prices.
How do we get it?
Competition.
Mrs. Kilgary. Ira? Starting a near riot is cause for suspension from school.
I'm sorry, Mr. Chang. But it was the only thing I could do to get the students to realize that they were being ripped off.
Now, just hold it, son. For years, I made hardly anything off that stand because the crowds were very small. Now you have a winning team and the crowds are big. I have a right to make a decent profit.
You have no right to double prices.
How do you know what my costs are? I charge what I must.
You charge whatever you want. You have a monopoly. A monopoly, Mr. Chang, that gives her total control of all the prices. And she's ripping us off.
I'm surprised to hear this, Mrs. Kilgary. Have you really doubled your prices?
Now look, Mr. Chang, for several years nobody was interested in providing that food service for the games. I made a deal with your predecessor. In exchange for providing services, I have permission to run the business the best I can.
If you had a little competition, you couldn't set prices so high.
Competition? I've already told you, son. Nobody else is interested.
Oh, yes, there is. Mr. Chang, if there's no written agreement with Mrs. Kilgary, I'd like to open a concession stand myself with a couple of my friends.
But you gotta help me. It's not just for us, it's for the school. Where's your school spirit?
I don't need school spirit. What I need is cash. Now, look, I told you I'll help you build the stand, but that's all I can do. I just can't afford to work for free.
But you gotta help me. I can't run a concession stand by myself.
Like I told you before, Ira, I'm glad to help you set the stand up, but I like watching the basketball games. Besides, I can't afford to work for free.
Oh, this is more exciting than watching the basketball games. Where's your sense of adventure? Great, great. That looks great. See? Isn't this fun? We can do this all the time. All right. If I promise you guys you'll make money, then we go in with me?
All right.
Great, great, great.
Okay, that'll be $35 cash investment from each of you.
What?
What for? Takes money to make money.
Okay, this is it. Here we go.
All right.
Hey, look, it's cheaper over here.
$35 for Bonnie, 35 for Johnny, and 35 for Ira.
And no profit.
Yeah, but did you see the look on Mrs. Kilgary's face when the crowds all came to us?
Oh, why not? We practically gave the stuff away.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, you guys. You got your 35 bucks back?
Ira, but no profit. I mean, I could have made more money babysitting for 1 hour.
Yeah, she's right. You promised big bucks, pal. Well, where is it?
Look, I promised Mr. Chang if he'd let us compete, we'd get the prices down. And that's what we're doing.
Boy. Ira, we can set prices lower than Mrs. Kilgary's, but high enough so we can make some real money.
No, I'm not raising prices. If you want to raise prices, open your own stand.
Ira,
Sure you wouldn't mind some more competition?
Who, me? No, I don't mind.
you sure?
Sure, I'm sure. Open 2 stands if you want to. Open a restaurant.
A 3-piece band.
Have a floor show. Well, I see you've lowered your prices.
I see you lost your volunteer helpers. Here's the bell for the half. Let's see if we can get some of our business back.
Where'd you guys get that stuff?
Inside. You got competition, Ira.
How about you? You look like you did.
Anybody else have something to choice? Here, don't move an inch, we come to you. What would you like, sir? 60 cents. Anything else?
John, that's that.
Hey, Ira. What do you think?
What do you guys think you're doing?
Just giving you and Mrs. Kilgary a little friendly competition.
And making money.
But you're selling during the game. That's not fair. It's just that little extra something we need to compete with your basement prices, old buddy.
Hey, out of the way, Willy Wonka.
All right, buddies. You want competition? You got it.
Yes, ma'am. What would you like?
Well, Ira, congratulations. You certainly prove your point about open competition bringing prices down. The students are happy, and so am I. And what's more, your competitors have given up. Neither Mrs. Kilgary nor your friends want to continue. Now, are you ready to start talking about running the service next year?
Next year? I have a different idea for next year. I think you should put the concession up for competitive bids. The person who guarantees the lowest prices gets an exclusive franchise. That would be better than the unregulated monopoly that Mrs. Kilgary had.
But why? I'd rather have you run the concession. No bidder will have prices as low as yours. Why, you can even have Mrs. Kilgary's stand.
Well, sir, that's great. Well, actually, I had another suggestion. What if you gave someone a monopoly, but only if they agreed to price controls? Set the price a little bit above cost so that there's a fair profit, but no more.
Ira, if I didn't know you better, I'd say you were trying to back out.
Flunking out is more like it. My grades are down. My bank account's busted, and my parents are upset.
And you don't want to run the concession next year?
Yes, sir. I mean, no, sir. I think you ought to consider one of those ideas I mentioned. Thank you. Good luck.
What to do? Open competition? Give Mrs. Kilgary back her old monopoly. Offer a monopoly to the lowest bidder. Offer a monopoly with price controls. What to do?
The content for Give and Take was developed with funds from a consortium of 45 state and provincial education agencies. Other funds were provided by these corporations and foundations. Additional support was provided by the Office of Consumers Education, U.S. Department of Education. This program was produced by the Educational Film Center under the supervision of AIT, the Agency for Instruction.